Hey guys, back again with another Fuji rumor video, and today I'm drinking Bottled and Bond 1792. Now this one goes for about $38 MSRP in Michigan. Hard to find. I actually had to pay like $45 for it at a liquor store. And it's not bad. It's pretty decent, but I don't think it's better than the regular 1792, which goes for $30 and you can find it anywhere. Now, 1792, they have a few others, Foolproof, which is really good. And I also found at Total Wine at MSRP, which is right around that $40 mark, was their single barrel. And it was phenomenal. They had two bottles. I only bought one. I regret it. But it's no slouch. It's pretty decent, but I wouldn't recommend it over the regular 1792. It's a little higher proof. Being Bottled and Bond, you get 100 proof, where the other one I think is like 93. Can't really tell. I think the other one's a little sweeter, and I think I like the other one a little better. So what do we have today, guys? We have FujiRumors.com put a post on their website stating that while at the summit, which was in September 8th in New York City, where they launched the new XH2, one of the Fujifilm managers teased around another launch event very, very soon and added, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that." And I don't know if it was a tongue-in-cheek, like he meant to slip, or if he really did it by accident. So the editor is just, question mark, Fujifilm XT5. And I did a video a while back stating that, look at historicals about Fujifilm, their major releases, and we wouldn't see any more this year. Now, this is good. I think it's a very good thing because it looks to be wrong. It looks like they have something else up their sleeve this year. I think it's one of two cameras. And normally I wouldn't say that we'd have anything, but since this has slipped, or purposely slipped, maybe we'll see something. And if we do, I think it's going to be one of two cameras, one being the XT5 or the X100. And I'm going to tell you why I think for each camera. Now, the XT5, it's the biggest selling series that they have. Everybody likes to make money. And, yes, they say the XH series are their flagships, but me and many others, we just love the XT controls. Let me grab my XT2. It's these manual dials, the form, it's the usability of the XT series that I fell in love with, and the reason I haven't switched camera brands. I was tempted to go to Canon and Sony, and that PASM dial is what held me back. And it's the enjoyment of using this camera, and I think there's a lot of other XT camera shooters out there that feel the same way. So there's been a lot of rumble, even on their official XH2 live stream for that event. You'll see many posts about, guys talking about the battery grip, because there is a rumor that the XT5 won't have a battery grip, and many other things. So there's a lot of hype out there. People want to see the XT5. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me now. I think the XT5 will come out and it'll have very similar specs as the XH2. Everything's pointing to the same sensor. I think it'll have 8K. I just think that they'll put some crippling around it. I think record limits will be reduced and things like that. And they'll say because they don't have the fan. And I think they're just trying to, protect their line, their brand hierarchy, if you will. So there's a lot of people excited. There's a lot of buzz around it, especially with this new sensor. And if the XH2 sales aren't like crazy what they anticipated, which I don't really think they are going to be crazy, guys, because if it was me, I mentioned this in my last video, I would pick the XH2S over the XH2. That's just me. I want to see the X8 or the XT5. I think other people do too. So if their sales aren't where they expected them to be or want them to be, maybe they're going to push that date a bit and launch the XT5 a little early. So that's my reasoning why it could be the XT5. Now, the other one is the X100. If you guys been looking for an X100V, you can't find them anywhere. They're just non-existent. I mean, even used ones are going for $200, $300, $400 over retail, good used ones. It's just crazy. When you find one, it's gone. And it could be a couple reasons, right? It could be that maybe they're switching over the assembly lines of this new camera if the X100 is going to be announced this year. Yes, supply chain shortages. Yes, because of COVID and the staffing reductions and all that. I'm sure that plays into a fact, but that is a camera that is due for a refresh, and I think that camera has a lot to gain. That camera is very unique. It attracts people, not only the Fujifilm diehards like me and many of you out there. But people from Sony, Canon, they love that camera across all brands. It's like universal. Everybody just loves that camera, loves everything about it. And I think it's been a great seller for them. And that new sensor, that 40 megapixel sensor, I think really gives that camera a lot more possibilities. Will they keep that 23 or 35 millimeter focal length, full frame 35 equivalent, or will they do something different? I'm going to do a separate video on what I think that Fujifilm could or should maybe do, or maybe what I want to see them do for that new X100 release, if it's now or if it's next year. Because I think at the minimum we'll see it by spring. And I've been flirting with getting the X100V, but I am going to hold off on this new camera when it's announced, this new X100 with the new sensor, because they will put that sensor in that camera. So what do you guys think? What camera? You guys like me thinking it's the XT5 or the X100? So what do you think, guys? I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.